There's a pawn shop down in Wichita, between a liquor store and a tire place. The kind of building people pass every day without remembering its face. I wandered in during a rainstorm, trying to kill an hour or two. Old guitars hanging from the ceiling, like they still had songs left to do. A Vietnam vet worked the counter, reading yesterday's newspaper slow. He said, everything in here's got a story. I said, I guess it makes two of us. Pawn shop, full of things somebody left behind. Wedding rings and hunting rifles, dreams that ran out of time. Pawn shop, holding pieces of yesterday, waiting for somebody else to carry them away. Missing one string and half a shine. The old man said a touring musician sold it for rent back in '99. There was a watch with a cracked face, a letter tucked inside a book, a leather jacket from the '70s. It looked older than it looked. Funny how entire lives can fit inside a room that small. The rain finally stopped. A bell rang over the front door, and a young kid came in looking for his first guitar. Pawn shop still comes back to me sometimes, whenever I pass forgotten places on forgotten county lines. Pawn shop, where nothing really disappears. It just waits around a while for another set of years. I bought the Fender. It still only has 5 strings. Hey, yeah. Sunday morning in western Kansas, nothing moving but the wind. Church bells floating over wheat fields and a few trucks rolling in. I pulled into a gas station just off Highway 24. Paint peeling off the ice machine, screen door hanging off the stove. Old man sitting by the air pump, feeding crumbs to a stray dog. Looked like he'd been there forever, watching the world drift through the fog. Sunday gas, coffee brewing in the back, sunlight falling through dusty glass onto faded road maps. Sunday gas, small town America slowing down for one quiet hour before the wheels start turning round. trying to keep everybody alive. Two farmers talked about weather at the cooler by the wall. One swore rain was coming Tuesday, the other said none at all. Nobody seemed in a hurry, nobody seemed too far from home, which felt strange to someone like me who was always moving on. The old man finally stood up, finished his coffee, patted the dog on the head, and left without saying a word. Sunday gas still comes back now and then, whenever highways stretch empty across the middle of the land. Sunday gas, like a photograph that never fades, of ordinary people living inside ordinary days. The receipt stayed in my glove box for almost 3 years. In that red dirt town, tire hum, steel grin, ain't nobody holding me down. Bugs on the windshield, map folded on the dash. I've been there, done that, now I'm never back. White line calling, mile after mile. Your name in the mirror fades for a while. Keep on driving, keep on driving. Burn that road tonight. Keep on driving, keep on driving, till I lose that shadows of light. Keep on driving. Cold beer in the cooler, boots on the floorboard, radio crackles some old rebel chord. I got a fist full of freedom and a heart full of scar. If the world gets heavy, I just push the car. White line calling, mile after mile. Your name in the mirror fade for a while. Keep on driving, keep on driving. Burn that road tonight. Keep on driving, keep on driving, till I lose that shadows of light. Keep on driving. There's a town back there with my old mistakes, but this engine's talking in thunder and shakes. One more bridge, one more bend. I'm not turning around, I'm letting go again. Keep on driving, keep on driving. 6 days a week, 10 months a year. Said a man ought to finish what he starts and never let nobody see his fear. I believed him till I turned 22, then bought a Chevy held together by rust, packed 2 shirts and a fishing rod, and left before the sun came up. Mama stood out on the porch holding coffee in both hands, didn't try to stop me like she already understood the plan. County line, that's where everything changed. One side was who they knew me as, one side had no name. County line, running under worn out tires, like a match struck in the dark, like gasoline and fire. I work construction near St. Louis, loaded freight outside Cheyenne, played rhythm guitar for tips one winter in a bar with a 3-piece band. Had my heart broke in Amarillo, lost $500 in Reno too. Spent one whole summer chasing California, never got farther than Bakersfield, truthfully. Funny how life keeps moving, even when your plans don't. Last year I drove back home just to see what still remained. The feed store closed, the water tower faded, Dad's truck was gone. County line, still running through my mind, like the first road I ever crossed and never really left behind. County line, somewhere between then and now, a kid became a drifter, and I still ain't figured out how. The old county sign was laying in a ditch. I almost stopped and picked it up. In the morning, outside a diner in Nebraska rain, truck stop lights reflecting yellow cross puddles by the loading lane. There was a woman at the counter reading a paperback worn thin, turning pages with one hand, coffee cooling beside her skin. Nobody talked much that hour, just forks, coffee, and neon hum. The kind of silence you only find when the whole world's nearly done. Paper cup full of coffee gone cold. Funny how a little thing can make a memory whole. Paper cup sitting under fluorescent light, like every road I've ever traveled ended there that night. From the storm, mud still stuck to his boots. A waitress named Caroline played old records from the jukebox booth. Someone picked a George Strait song, someone else chose Tom Petty instead. The whole place felt like America at 3 a.m. and half asleep in its head. Outside semis rolled eastbound, throwing water across the road. Inside nobody seemed in a hurry to carry another load. The woman finally closed her book, left a $5 bill on the counter, and walked back out into the rain. That's it. Paper cup still shows up now and then. Whenever I stop somewhere late and watch strangers drift back in. Paper cup, nothing special on its own, just one small piece of a night that somehow followed me home. By sunrise, the coffee was still sitting there. Parked behind Murphy's bar, same spot every Friday night. Faded paint, cracked windshield, rust kitchen, every parking lot alive. Nobody knew much about the owner, except he always came along. Sat at the far end of the counter and never looked at his phone. He'd play 2 games of pool, drink exactly 2 beers, then feed quarters into the jukebox and disappear before midnight cleared. Blue pickup, waiting under the neon glow, like it had 1,000 stories and nobody would ever know. Blue pickup, old enough to remember better days, still standing in the rain, still finding his way. One August night I finally asked him, what's with that old truck outside? He laughed and looked through the window for a long, long time. Said he bought it back in '84 when he was 19 and wild. Drove it all the way to Oregon once, chasing dreams and chasing miles. Then he smiled and shook his head like somebody opening an old drawer and suddenly becoming young again for a second or 2 more. The next spring, the truck stopped showing up. Nobody asked questions, nobody knew why. Still that blue pickup shows up in my mind sometimes, whenever rain hits asphalt under old bar signs. And every faded carry memories too heavy for the load. The parking space stayed empty all summer. The bus station sat on the edge of town, between a motel and a diner sign. Plastic chairs, vending machines, and a clock that never seemed on time. A woman slept across 3 seats, holding a duffel to her chest. A kid in a baseball cap kept staring west. Outside, rain tapped on the windows, Greyhound engines hum low. Everybody in that building looked like they had somewhere to go. Bus station full of goodbyes and second tries, people carrying whole worlds behind tired eyes. Bus station at 2 in the morning glow, where nobody really belongs and everybody's passing through. There was a man in a denim jacket, reading letters folded thin. Every few minutes he'd look outside, then read the same one again. A girl with pink headphones slept against her mother's arm, while an old TV in the corner talked about another storm. Nobody talked much except the woman at the desk, calling out destinations like prayers into the emptiness. At 3:47, a bus pulled in from St. Louis. Half the room stood up at once, the other half stayed sitting. Bus station still comes back now and then, whenever I see headlights gather in the rain again. Bus station where lives cross for a minute or two, then disappear in different directions like they were always meant to do. When my bus finally arrived, I almost missed it, watching everyone else leave. scoreboard flickered every third frame, and the front door never shut quite straight. Friday nights the place stayed packed. Factory workers, waitresses, kids, people trying to forget the week for a couple hours if they could. I wasn't there for bowling much, mostly just passing through, waiting for a storm to move east and for something else to do. Bowling alley under buzzing fluorescent light, full of cheap beer, old stories, and people killing time at night. Bowling alley where the jukebox still got played like nobody told the regulars the world outside had changed. Hey. A woman named Lisa ran the counter, wore a tiger's cap every shift, said she'd worked there 14 years and never once left town for long trips. She pointed at a trophy case covered in dust and fading gold, said everybody in those pictures thought they'd end up somewhere else. Then she laughed and handed me change like she'd already heard my answer to. Around midnight, the power blinked once, every lane went dark, nobody moved. Bowling alley still shows up in my memory whenever rain hits parking lots and old songs find me unexpectedly. Bowling alley, holding on to another age, like a photograph forgotten between the pages of a book. The storm passed, but I stayed for one more game. There was a laundromat in Bakersfield, open 24 hours a day. I ended up there one Tuesday night with nothing much to say. 3 washers rattled in the corner, a baseball game played on mute, someone left a magazine behind, and a single muddy boot. Outside Simmons rolled down Highway 99, headlights sliding through the glass. Inside time moved slower, like it didn't care who passed. Laundry room spinning circles through the night, lost socks, old jeans, and fluorescent light. Laundry room where strangers drift in and out, trying to clean a little dirt off things life leaves all about. A woman folded children's clothes at the table by the wall. She hummed along to a country song, playing low through the hall. An old man read a racing form without placing any bets. Looked like he'd been coming there long enough to have regrets. Nobody talked much except to ask if a machine company. Around 1:30, the soda machine finally broke. Everybody looked at it. Nobody cared enough to complain. Laundry room still comes back to me sometimes. Whenever I pass places most folks leave behind. Laundry room, nothing special, nothing grand. Just another small piece of America trying to make it through the night again. My clothes were dry. I sat there another 20 minutes anyway. There's a fishing pier down in Biloxi, sticking out into the Gulf like a prayer. Old men show up before sunrise with folding chairs and tackle gear. Pelicans drift above the water like they got nowhere else to be. The whole place smells like salt and diesel and yesterday's memories. I ended up there one September after driving all night long, looking for a place to sit a while before moving on. Fishing pier, out where the water meets the sky, where people come to catch something or just watch time go by. Fishing pier, holding stories in the boards below about all the folks who stopped there once and all the ones who never let go. An old guy named Earl was fishing with a radio balanced on a bucket seat, listening to baseball and drinking coffee like he perfected being at peace. He said his wife used to come with him every Saturday for 30 years, then pointed out across the water and got quiet for a minute there. The wind carried the rest away before he had to say it out loud. Around noon, nobody was catching much. Nobody seemed disappointed. That wasn't really why they came. Fishing pier still drifts through my mind sometimes. Whenever the ocean turns silver under clouded southern skies. Fishing pier, where the best conversations happen slow between people who aren't trying to impress anybody they know. Earl caught one small fish all morning. He smiled like he'd won something bigger. pharmacy and a bank, rows of faded movie posters, sun bleached around the edges from age. Friday nights, the parking lot filled up, minivans and rusty trucks, people wandering the aisles forever, trying to find something good enough. I stopped there during a rainstorm back in '99 or so, killing time before heading west with nowhere important to go. Video store, back when stories came in cases, and Friday nights moved slower than the years that came after. Video store, under fluorescent light and dust, everybody looking for something they couldn't quite explain. Girl behind the register had a notebook full of movie quotes, wore a Fleetwood Mac t-shirt and wrote song lyrics in the margins most. She recommended some black and white film nobody else was renting then, said the good ones usually stay here till somebody gives them a chance. I rented it just because she said so, never regretted it. Around closing time, the rain finally let up. She flipped the sign to close and started rewinding tape. Slipped quietly away. I still remember the movie. I don't remember how it ended. There was a county pool outside Macon, built sometime in '72. Concrete cracked around the deep end, paint fading every shade of blue. Every summer the same kids showed up, bikes scattered by the chain link fence. Lifeguards blasting classic rock, trying to make the days feel endless. I came back there years later, passing through on a July drive. The place looked smaller than I remembered. Funny how that happens with time. County pool under a burning southern sky, where we swore we'd leave forever before we even knew why. County pool full of sunburns and cannonball dives, and all the little promises that never survived real life. checks alone. She'd sit beneath the vending machines like she already wanted to be gone. One afternoon she told me she was moving out to Oregon. I thought she'd be back by Christmas, but she never came back again. Sometimes people mean it when they say they're leaving. The snack bar closed at 5. The pool closed at 6. The summer's ended a lot faster than we expected. County pool still drifts through my head some days whenever heat waves shimmer above old highways. County pool like a postcard from another year where everybody still believed the future started here. The diving board was gone, but I could still hear it creak. There's a diner off exit 43 where coffee still costs $1 flat. The menus curl at the comers and nobody seems to mind that. The cook's been there since Reagan, or at least that's what they say. He flips eggs with one hand and watches weather reports all day. I rode in just before sunrise after driving through Kentucky rain. The kind of night that makes every mile feel exactly the same. Dollar coffee steaming in a chipped white cup, keeping truckers, waitresses, drifters just waking up. Dollar coffee, nothing fancy, nothing new, but some mornings it feels like the only honest thing left to do. A woman by the window booth was grading papers with a pen. A man in coveralls read livestock prices like he'd read them all his life. And then again, nobody rushed anybody there. Nobody stared at a screen. Just forks on plates and low conversation and sunlight turning gold and clean. For an hour the world seemed smaller in the best possible way. The waitress finally asked if I wanted a refill. I said yes before she finished the question. Dollar coffee still comes back now and then, whenever I find myself parked in some unfamiliar place again. Dollar coffee in the morning rolling slow. Sometimes that's all a person needs before it's time to go. I left a $2 tip. It felt right. There's a baseball field outside Decatur, tucked behind an old grain elevator. Nothing fancy, just chain link fences and wooden bleachers fading later and later. Every Friday in the summer, the whole town showed up there. Parents with folding chairs, teenagers pretending not to care. I pulled in one August evening, just looking for a place to stop. The sun was dropping behind the outfield and the game was already underway. Baseball lights shining through the somber dark, like little pieces of America holding steady in the heart. Baseball lights buzzing over dirt and grass, making ordinary nights feel like they ought to last. A kid named Cooper struck out swinging, then kicked dust all the way back to the bench. His grandfather laughed from the bleachers like he'd seen that scene 100 times since. A girl sold hot dogs near the entrance while old men argued balls and strikes. The kind of argument nobody wins and nobody really minds. For a couple hours the world got small enough to understand. Bottom of the ninth, tie game, whole town standing, nobody checking the time. Baseball lights still come back to me some nights, whenever I pass empty fields under highway lights. Baseball lights like a photograph left in a drawer of a place that wasn't trying to be special and somehow was anyway. The home team won by one run. Everybody talked about it like it mattered. Keep on driving. Tank full, sun high, leaving that red dirt town. Tie hum, steel grin, ain't nobody holding me down. Bugs on the windshield, map folded on the dash. I've been there, done that, now I'm never looking back. White line calling, mile after mile, your name in the mirror fades for a while. Keep on driving, burn that road tonight. Keep on driving till I lose that shadow's light. Keep on driving. Cold beer in the cooler, boots on the floorboard, radio crackles some more rebel code. I got a fist full of freedom and a heart full of scar. If the world gets heavy, I just push the car. White line calling, mile after mile, your name in the mirror fades for a while. Keep on driving, burn that road tonight. Keep on driving till I lose that shadow's keep on driving. There's a town back there with my old mistakes, but this engine's talking in thunder and shakes. One more bridge, one more bend. I'm not turning around, I'm letting go again. Keep on driving, burn that road tonight. Keep on driving till I lose their shadows light. Keep on driving. Grain truck out of Pier, 6 days a week, 10 months a year. Said a man ought to finish what he starts and never let nobody see his fear. I believed him till I turned 22, then bought a Chevy held together by rust. Packed 2 shirts and a fishing rod and left before the sun came up. Mama stood out on the porch, holding coffee in both hands. Didn't try to stop me, like she already understood the plan. County line, that's where everything changed. One side was who they knew me as, one side had no name. County line, running under worn-out tires, like a match struck in the dark, like gasoline and fire. I worked construction near St. Louis, loaded freight outside Cheyenne. Played rhythm guitar for tips one winter in a bar with a 3-piece band. Had my heart broke in Amarillo, lost $500 in Reno too. Spent one whole summer chasing California, never got farther than Bakersfield, truthfully. Funny how life keeps moving, even when your plans don't. Last year I drove back home just to see what still remained. The feed store closed, the water tower faded, Dad's truck was gone. County line still running through my mind, like the first road I ever crossed and never really left behind. County line, somewhere between then and now, a kid became a drifter, and I still ain't figured out how. The old county sign was laying in a ditch. I almost stopped and picked it up.
7:15 in the morning, outside a diner in Nebraska rain. Truck stop lights reflecting yellow across puddles by the loading lane. There was a woman at the counter, reading a paperback worn thin, turning pages with one hand, coffee cooling beside her skin. Nobody talked much that hour, just folks, coffee and neon hum. The kind of silence you only find when the whole world's nearly done. Paper cup full of coffee gone cold. Funny how a little thing can make a memory whole. Paper cup sitting under fluorescent light, like every road I've ever traveled ended there that night. A farmer came in from the storm, mud still stuck to his boots. A waitress named Caroline played old records from the jukebox booth. Someone picked a George Strait song, someone else chose Tom Petty instead. The whole place felt like America at 3 a.m. and half asleep in its head. Outside, semis rolled eastbound, throwing water across the road. Inside, nobody seemed in a hurry to carry another load. The woman finally closed her book, left a $5 bill on the counter, and walked back out into the rain. That's it. Paper cup still shows up now and then, whenever I stop somewhere late and watch strangers drift back in. Paper cup, nothing special on its own, just one small piece of a night that somehow followed me home. By sunrise, the coffee was still sitting there. Nothing moving but the wind. Church bells floating over wheat fields, and a few trucks rolling in. I pulled into a gas station just off Highway 24. Paint peeling off the ice machine, screen door hanging off the store. Old man sitting by the air pump, feeding crumbs to a stray dog. Looked like he'd been there forever, watching the world drift through the fog. Sunday gas, coffee brewing in the back, sunlight falling through dusty glass onto faded road maps. Sunday gas, small town America slowing down for one quiet hour before the wheels start turning round. A family stopped in from Colorado, kids still sleepy from the drive. Mother buying orange juice and donuts, trying to keep everybody alive. Two farmers talked about weather at the cooler by the wall. One swore rain was coming Tuesday, the other said none at all. Nobody seemed in a hurry, nobody seemed too far
finished his coffee, patted the dog on the head and left without saying a word. Sunday gas still comes back now and then, whenever highways stretch empty across the middle of the land. Sunday gas, like a photograph that never fades, of ordinary people living inside ordinary days. The receipt stayed in my glove box for almost 3 years. There was a blue pickup parked behind Murphy's bar, same spot every Friday night. Faded paint, cracked windshield, rust catching every parking lot light. Nobody knew much about the owner, except he always came along, sat at the far end of the counter and never looked at his phone. He'd play 2 games of pool, drank exactly 2 beers, then feed quarters into the jukebox and disappear before midnight cleared. Blue pickup waiting under the neon glow, like it had 1,000 stories nobody would ever know. Blue pickup, old enough to remember better days, still standing in the rain, still finding its way. One August night I finally asked him, "What's with that old truck outside?" He laughed and looked through the window for a long, long time. Said he bought it back in '84 when he was 19 and wild. Drove it all the way to Oregon once, chasing dreams and chasing miles. Then he smiled and shook his head like somebody opening an old drawer and suddenly becoming young again for a second or 2 more. The next spring, the truck stopped showing up. Nobody asked questions, nobody knew why. Still, that blue pickup shows up in my mind sometimes, whenever rain hits asphalt under old bar signs, and every faded truck I pass somewhere out on the road feels like it's carrying shop down in Wichita, between a liquor store and a tire place. The kind of building people pass every day without remembering its face. I wandered in during a rainstorm, trying to kill an hour or two. Old guitars hanging from the ceiling, like they still had songs left to do. A Vietnam vet worked the counter, reading yesterday's newspaper slow. He said, everything in here's got a story. I said, I guess that makes two of us. Pawn shop, full of things somebody left behind. Wedding rings and hunting rifles, dreams that ran out of time. Pawn shop, holding pieces of yesterday, waiting for somebody else to carry them away. There was a sunburst fender in the corner, missing one string and half its shine. The old man said a touring musician sold it for rent back in '99. There was a watch with a cracked face, a letter tucked inside a book, a leather jacket from the '70s that looked older than it looked. Funny how entire lives can fit inside a room that small. The rain finally stopped. A bell rang over the front door, and a young kid came in, looking for his first guitar. Pawn shop still comes back to me sometimes, whenever I pass forgotten places on forgotten county lines. Pawn shop, where nothing really disappears, it just waits around a while for another set of years. I bought the Fender, it still only has 5 strings. Sat on the edge of town, between a motel and a diner sign. Plastic chairs, vending machines, and a clock that never seemed on time. A woman slept across 3 seats, holding a duffel to her chest. A kid in a baseball cap kept staring west. Outside rain tapped on the windows, Greyhound engines hummed low. Everybody in that building looked like they had somewhere to go. Bus station full of goodbyes and second tries. through. There was a man in a denim jacket, reading letters folded thin. Every few minutes he'd look outside, then read the same one again. A girl with pink headphones slept against her mother's arm, while an old TV in the corner talked about another storm. Nobody talked much except the woman at the desk, calling out destinations like prayers into the emptiness. At 3:47, a bus pulled in from St. Louis. Half the room stood up at once, the other half stayed sitting. Bus station still comes back now and then. Whenever I see headlights gather in the rain again. Bus station where lives cross for a minute or two, then disappear in different directions like they were always meant to do. When my bus finally arrived, I almost missed it, watching everyone else leave. There was a bowling alley in Joliet with orange carpet from 1978. The scoreboard flickered every third frame, and the front door never shut quite straight. Friday nights the place stayed packed, factory workers, waitresses, kids, people trying to forget the week for a couple hours if they could. I wasn't there for bowling much, mostly just passing through, waiting for a storm to move east and for something else to do. Bowling alley, under buzzing fluorescent light, full of cheap beer, old stories, and people killing time at night. Bowling alley, where the jukebox still got played like nobody told the regulars. The world outside had changed. A woman named Lisa ran the counter, wore a tiger's cap every shift. Said she'd worked there 14 years and never once left town for long trips. She pointed at a trophy case covered in dust and fading gold. Said everybody in those pictures thought they'd end up somewhere else. Then she laughed and handed me change like she'd already heard my answer to. Around midnight, the power blinked once, every lane went dark. Nobody moved,
The storm passed, but I stayed for one more game.
Field open 24 hours a day. I ended up there one Tuesday night with nothing much to say. 3 washers rattled in the corner, a baseball game played on mute. Someone left a magazine behind and a single muddy boot. Outside, semis rolled down Highway 99. Headlights sliding through the glass. Inside, time moved slower, like it didn't care who passed. Laundry room, spinning circles through the night. Lost socks, old jeans, and fluorescent light. Laundry room, where strangers drift in and out, trying to clean a little dirt off things life leaves all about. A woman folded children's clothes at the table by the wall. She hummed along to a country song playing low through the hall. An old man read a racing form without placing any bets. Looked like he'd been coming there long enough to have regrets. Nobody talked much except to ask if a machine was free, but somehow the silence felt friendly, like it understood company. Around 1:30, the soda machine finally broke. Everybody looked at it. Nobody cared enough to complain. Laundry room still comes back to me sometimes. Whenever I pass places most folks leave behind. Laundry room, nothing special, nothing grand, just another small piece of America, trying to make it through the night again. My clothes were dry. I sat there another 20 minutes anyway. There was a video store in Cedar Falls, wedged between a pharmacy and a bank. Rows of faded movie posters, sun bleached around the edges from age. Friday nights the parking lot filled up, minivans and rusty trucks. People wander in the aisles forever, trying to find something good enough. I stopped there during a rainstorm back in '99 or so, killing time before heading west with nowhere important to go. Video store, back when stories came in cases, and Friday nights moved slower than the years that came after. Video store, under fluorescent light and dust, everybody looking for something they couldn't quite explain. Girl behind the register had a notebook full of movie quotes, wore a Fleetwood Mac t-shirt and wrote song lyrics in the margins most. She recommended some black and white film nobody else was renting then. Said the good ones usually stay here till somebody gives them a chance. I rented it just because she said so. Never regretted it. Around closing time, the rain finally let up. She flipped the sign to closed and started rewinding tape. Video store still shows up now and then. Whenever I pass empty buildings that used to hold people in, video store, like a photograph that won't fade away, from a version of America that slipped quietly away. I still remember the movie. I don't remember how it ended. There's a fishing pier down in Biloxi, sticking out into the Gulf like a prayer. Old men show up before sunrise with folding chairs and tackle gear. Pelicans drift above the water like they've got nowhere else to be. The whole place smells like salt and diesel and yesterday's memories. I ended up there one September after driving all night long, looking for a place to sit a while before moving on. Fishing pier, out where the water meets the sky, where people come to catch something or just watch time go by. Fishing pier, holding stories in the boards below about all the folks who stopped there once and all the ones who never let go. An old guy named Earl was fishing with a radio balanced on a bucket seat, listening to baseball and drinking coffee like he'd perfected being at peace. He said his wife used to come with him every Saturday for 30 years, then pointed out across
say it out loud. Around noon, nobody was catching much. Nobody seemed disappointed. That wasn't really why they came. Fishing Pier still drifts through my mind sometimes, whenever the ocean turns silver under cloudy southern skies. Fishing Pier, where the best conversations happen slow, between people who aren't trying to impress anybody they know. Earl caught one small fish all morning. He smiled like he'd won something bigger. County pool. Yeah. Yeah. There was a county pool outside in Macon, built sometime in '72. Concrete cracked around the deep end, paint fading every shade of blue. Every summer the same kids showed up, bikes scattered by the chain link fence. Lifeguards blasting classic rock, trying to make the days feel endless. I came back there years later, passing through on a July drive. The place looked smaller than I remember. Funny how that happens with time. County pool under a burning southern sky, where we swore we'd leave forever before we even knew why. County pool full of sunburns and cannonball dives, and all the little promises that never survive real life. There was a girl named Heather, always reading paperbacks alone. She'd sit beneath the vending machines like she already wanted to be gone. One afternoon she told me she was moving out to Oregon. I thought she'd be back by Christmas, but she never came back again. Sometimes people mean it when they say they're leaving. The snack bar closed at 5, the pool closed at 6. The summer's ended a lot faster than we expected. County pool still drifts through my head some days, whenever heat waves shimmer above old highways. County pool, like a postcard from another year, where everybody still believes the future started here. The diving board was gone, but I could still hear it creak. Yeah.
cost $1 flat. The menus curl at the corners, and nobody seems to mind that. The cook's been there since Reagan, or at least that's what they say. He flips eggs with one hand and watches weather reports all day. I rolled in just before sunrise after driving through Kentucky rain, the kind of night that makes every mile feel exactly the same. Dollar coffee steaming in a chip white cup, keeping truckers, waitresses, drifters just waking up. Dollar coffee, nothing fancy, nothing new, but some mornings it feels like the only honest thing left to do. A woman by the window booth was grading papers with a pen. A man in coveralls read livestock prices like he'd read them all his life, and then again. Nobody rushed anybody there, nobody stared at a screen, just forks on plates and low conversation, and sunlight turning golden clean. For an hour the world seemed smaller in the best possible way. The waitress finally asked if I wanted a refill. I said yes, before she finished the question. Dollar coffee still comes back now and then, whenever I find myself parked in some unfamiliar place again. Dollar coffee and a morning rolling slow. Sometimes that's all a person needs before it's time to go. I left a $2 tip. It felt right. There's a baseball field outside Decatur, tucked behind an old grain elevator. Nothing fancy, just chain link fences and wooden bleachers fading later and later. Every Friday in the summer, the whole town showed up there. Parents with folding chairs, teenagers pretending not to care. I pulled in one August evening, just looking for a place to stop. The sun was out swinging and kicked Dusk all the way back to the bench. His grandfather laughed from the bleachers like he'd seen that scene 100 times since. A girl sold hot dogs near the entrance while old men argued balls and strikes. The kind of argument nobody wins and nobody really minds. For a couple hours the world got small enough to understand. Bottom of the ninth, tie game, whole town standing. Nobody checking the time. Baseball lights still come back to me some nights. Whenever I pass empty fields under highway lights, baseball lights like a photograph left in a drawer of a place that wasn't trying to be special and somehow was anyway. The home team won by 1 run. Everybody talked about it like it mattered.